Top new posts from r/britishproblems. This train will no longer MMMFTGHMMTTTFTGFFFTTTH. Repeat. This train will no longer MMMFTGHMMTTTFTGFFFTTTHMMTTTFTGFFFTTTH. Two front and back carriages will not FFFTTTHHMMFFF New Stalingrad. Look, buddy, I get it. You have a Ferrari, and you wanna go fast like Ricky Bobby, but maybe central freaking London isn't the place for you. I love it when they rev the engine and drive real fast for 5 meters before they have to stop at the traffic light. My favorite chip shop has just started to make you pay for salt and vinegar on your chips. That's mad. How much? 35p for salt, 50p for vinegar. BBC reports that 140 million old £1 coins are still missing. I'd say that the number of shopping trolleys in canals and ditches accounts for that. Reward for finding any of them is an old £1 coin, redeemable at no good retailers. Love Island to expand to 2 series a year from 2020. Freak's sake. The show is genuinely evil and sadistic with its glossy colors, upbeat music and irritatingly hyped up puppet master narrator masking the fact it's a genuinely disturbing premise that is effectively human bear baiting and a message to young people that stupidity creates stars. Saying alright mate in my chav voice whenever I see my chav neighbor, but saying good morning in my posh voice whenever I see my posh neighbor. Haven't worked out what to do if they appear at the same time yet. Hopefully that day never comes. Phone doctors at 7:59 surgery is closed. Phone doctors at 8 o'clock you are number 8 in the queue. Having to spend your own money on your own birthday on a load of cakes for a load of people you don't even like because it's what we do in this office. Get bent. I accidentally flagged down the 41 bus instead of the 43. Instead of just apologizing to the driver I awkwardly boarded and rode a few stops before walking back. Sitting next to someone on the train/tube because it's busy only for it to empty a few stops on. Then desperately wanting to move to the newly empty seats, but not doing so because you don't want the person next to you to think it's because of them. Justifying your unnecessary shopping spend by saying, if I would have gone out drinking I would have spent £80 anyway. You can work with people who bitch, backstab, lie, who are lazy or grossly incompetent, but if you lose your temper and swear at them, you're the bad guy. Offices need more swearing and less shit stirring. To the guy stupidly revving his 25cc bike every time he goes past, you're not cool. Nobody thinks you're clever. You're the very antithesis of both, and in my Britain you'd be hanging by your ankles in London Tower in a room full of revving scooter engines. Until that day I sincerely hope you wake up each morning with 1,000 more insects in your bed. The heartbreak when the Sainsbury's self-service attendant confidently taps visibly over 25. Ah yes, school holidays. Once enjoyed, now a mere reminder when buses are quieter of just how much you freaking wasted and didn't appreciate 6 weeks of consecutive holes a year. Off to work, lads. Lovely jubbly. Moving in UK. Job, we need bank account and UK address. Estate agent, we need bank statement and job contract. Bank, UK proof of address and NINO. Job center, job contract and proof of address. Me, excuse me WTF. Which pump? The nice lady asks. 4, I think. I reply, despite having checked my pump number while at the pump, again when leaving the car, and before entering the shop, and being able to see my car clearly parked at pump number 4. Just back from a fortnight in Malta. No milk. Got sent to Lidl. Came home with bread, milk and a pressure washer. I'm now in moderate to deep shit. People who moan about a 15-second unskippable ad clearly never watched a film on ITV before Sky Plus was around. Are we not in Great Britain? I've just witnessed the worst atrocity in the history of bus rides. The person sat next to me gave me no forewarning that they were getting off at the next stop. No bag rustle, no looks, no button press. Instead they proceeded to get up. I gave a sigh and a tut. Passed my driving test last week and my license just arrived. They use the photo from my passport, which expires in March, and is almost 5 years old. I'm 14 and the photo and the license with the photo doesn't expire until 2029. So I'll be 29 years old and my ID will be of myself at age 14. Nobody collects cigarette cards anymore, so I can't find anyone to swap some of my extra amputated leg ones for the diseased organs that I need to complete my collection. Will also swap lady in wheelchair in hospital for an exotic fumer pood matter. When you totally overestimate the right number of oven chips and feel like you can't waste them, so continue eating until you totally overdose and have to go and lie down. My phone connects to Greater Anglia Wi-Fi whenever a train passes by my house. TFW, you wake up super early to get the train before the train you need, and all the trains till the one you need are cancelled. Thanks Southern. I love waking up 2 hours early to make sure I'm not late from the train I need, possibly being delayed. And then it turns out I could be asleep right now till the train that'll get me where I'm going exactly on time, unless that too will be cancelled or delayed. Arriving to the doctor's 5 minutes early so that you don't lose your appointment, to discover they are over 45 minutes behind already. Can't blame the doctors, not their fault. Still have the need to tut and shake head though. Being accidentally given a dirty spoon to eat with when staying at someone else's and not quite knowing how to point it out, so unhappily eating your shredders with it anyway. Always saying please and thank you to Siri, Alexa, etc. Because if there's a robot uprising, I feel a track record of politeness towards machines will be vital. Just saw a young lad throw litter on the train tracks, then climb down onto them to get it back, only to throw it even further and leave it. Never experienced so many levels of civic outrage in 60 seconds. I'll also never understand why so many young lads are completely missing a social conscience, or in some cases an entire brain. I told the Polish girl at the Tesco checkout that I too am Polish. My granddad was Polish, and I've been to Krakow on a stag do, but always lived in England. She keeps saying things to me in Polish and I keep pretending to understand out of politeness. I don't know how to get out of this situation. By yourself on a narrow pavement, two people walking abreast towards you. You move to one side, they keep formation, so you just walk in freaking road instead. Walking behind someone who is moving slow enough to be a massive inconvenience, but not slow enough to be overtaken with ease, so you find yourself awkwardly zigzagging whilst focusing on how much you hate them until they finally frick off. The 5-year-old next door is learning the recorder. Thinking you hear approaching thunder, heralding the arrival of a heat-busting storm, but it's just a neighbor bringing their buns in. You remember Aunt Julie? Yes, you do. Auntie Julie, from Australia, blonde Auntie Julie, Auntie Julie, she visited for an hour when you were 3. Aunt Julie, well, she's dead. Microsoft Word changes the spelling of organization to organization automatically. Was in the toilet in Morrison's when I heard from the next cubicle, "Excuse me mate, is there any toilet roll in there?" I looked, "No sorry mate, it's empty," I replied. Then I heard a muttered, "For fuck's sake, I'll have to use my sock." To the older folk shopping at Marks and Spencer's, standing that ridiculously close to me in the queue for the checkouts will not get you served any faster. Not saying my area is rough, but the little Tesco has a bouncer on the door. To all the teenagers I've seen riding scooters with their shirts off, imagine how much skin you'll lose when you're skidding along the tarmac at 30 miles per hour.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe. Have a great day, peace.